here alongside trainer Nancy Takter, and we're going to go over a couple of drives tonight and fast forward to tomorrow for a few as well. Nancy, I want to touch on a couple of new recruits who joined your barn late last season. Let's start with devastating race number 13. Coming off a couple of qualifiers, what were your thoughts and what are you expecting tonight?
He's qualified really well. He's a nice, big, strong colt. He's finished his qualifiers really well. Scott's kind of been racing him from behind. He can get a little bit too aggressive, so we've tried to keep him on a helmet and just let him finish. But I really like his spot tonight. I think he has a good shot.
And to close it out in the finale, you do have international model coming off a couple of solid qualifiers as well. What are you expecting from her tonight?
She's another really nice filly. I had her for a couple starts last year, and she's developed a lot from 2 to 3. She grew up and filled out quite a bit. I was very impressed with her qualifiers. She's finished both of them very strong, so I think that she should put a good performance in tonight as well.
Now fast forward to tomorrow, you've got a trio of pretty talented starters going out to race. Caveat Bell, race number 5. I mean, it's her first start of the year going up against older mares. Your decision to maybe race her against older mares, and what are you gearing up for her towards?
Well, I had the option of racing her today in the Pennsylvania Sire Stakes. I just kind of don't really like to ship all the way to the Meadows for start of the year. I think it's a little tough for them, and luckily I did it because they had pouring rain today and not a great track out there. So, it's tough to find races, overnight races for a horse like her who has a lot of money on their card and a lot of wins. But I think she should just be fine in that spot. We're kind of prepping her and getting her ready for the Fan Hanover. So, just want to see good performances and progression with her.
You've got McCrunch, who seemed to be pacing perfectly fine here at the Meadowlands, but made a couple of breaks over on the smaller tracks. Any reason for the break over at Pocono last time out?
Your guess is as good as mine. Yannick and I have discussed it numerous of times, and really no reason why he broke. I wish I knew why, so there would be something to fix. But he's been fine at the Meadowlands and always been, good at a big track. It's just the 2 times he's been on a small track, he skipped in the first turn. So I don't know what's going on with him, but he trains on a 5/8 track, and he trained super this week. So I'm really not overly concerned with it. I think he's a little green, and hopefully it's something he'll grow out of.
And Carl, who made his season debut last time out, was as good as advertised. You talked about how he was touching the bike a little bit last week, Nancy. Did the new bike come in time for tomorrow's start? And how excited are you to see him race tomorrow?
Obviously very excited to see him race. To have a horse like him in your barn is very, very exciting. Luckily, we did UFO, came through, and they got the bike made this week, which, big shout out and thanks to them. Tyler Miller is going to make sure it gets back from Tioga tonight and hopefully here by tomorrow so we can use it. But he's such a great horse. He did hit the bike a couple times, but he's so professional, he kind of goes through it. But if we could avoid any mistakes, I'd like to do that.
Best of luck this weekend, Nancy.
Thank you.